Going to set yourself up with your feet hip distance apart, knees, toes going straight ahead. Just come down to the floor nice and slow. Turn the palms down, spread the fingers. Move the shoulder blades down the back. Walk your heels in a little closer to your hips, starting with a bridge, spinal sequencing bridge, pressing into the feet and the hands, the shoulders, the back of the head. Tuck the tailbone, lift the tailbone, lift the sacrum, lift the low back, middle back, pressing into the shoulders, pressing the hips high. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, turn your palms up, spread your shoulder blades, bone by bone, lowering the spine back to the floor, drawing the abs in, releasing the sacrum, releasing the tailbone. Turn the palms down, tuck the tailbone, lift the tailbone, sacrum, low back, low ribs, middle ribs, upper ribs, pressing into the shoulders. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, turn the palms up, draw the core in, slowly bring your spine to the floor. Turn the palms down, arch the back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, press into the feet, press into the hands, the shoulders, the back of the head. Slowly lift the spine away from the floor, pressing the hips high. Take a deep breath. Turn the palms up, slowly bring the spine to the floor. Spinal sequencing bone by bone, using the muscles of your core to control this lowering phase. Release the hips to a neutral position. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bring your feet together, knees together. You're going to pull your right knee in, hold your shin bone. Pressing down on the shin bone. Let the elbows float up, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, lift the forehead to the knee, or somewhere in that direction. Lowering slowly, shoulder blades head. Inhale. Again, exhale, tuck the tailbone, knit the ribs together, tuck the chin, forehead to knee. Moving into spinal flexion. Inhale, release. One more time. Exhale, tucking and rounding. Inhale, lower the shoulders and the head. Continue to hold the shin bone and draw the knee a little bit closer toward your shoulder and hold. Allowing the right foot to relax, the shoulders to relax. Breathe. Place the right foot on the floor. Reach the arms over the head, thumbs to the floor. On the exhalation, pulling the left knee in, hold the left shin. Interlace the fingers, pressing down on the shin, pulling in with the arms. Tuck and round, tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in, the ribs in, forehead to knee. Inhale, release it back. Exhale, tuck and round. Elbows float up. Inhale, release it back. One more time. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, release it back. Holding the stretch. Pressing down gently, interlace fingers and hands. Pressing on the shin bone. Elbows float up. Draw the knee in closer and closer as you feel comfortable. One more deep breath. Pulling in the right knee, hold the knees lightly, rocking in and out. Allow the arms to gently guide the knees. Make a circle, moving away, forward, slowly. Drawing in, circling out, moving forward. One more big circle. Let's reverse, pushing away, moving out, drawing in. Circling the leg bone in the hip socket. From here, we're going to gently move the knees open, palms up, reaching through to grab the ankles. Let the knees open wherever they feel comfortable. Press down with the forearm on the inner thigh and lower the shoulders and head. Feet are relaxed. Hips are turning out. So the thigh bone is rotating out in the hip socket. Pressing down gently on the inner thighs. Let the knees open to wherever your body is allowing them to open to today. One more deep breath. Let's bring the knees together. Bring the feet to the floor. Take the arms into a high V. Squeeze the knees, ankles, big toes together. Moving into a spinal twist. Reaching with the top knee. Pressing into the opposite shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Slowly and gently move the knees to the left. Pressing into the right shoulder. Long diagonal twist. Reaching with the top knee, take a deep breath. Draw the tailbone in. We're going to take this right leg open, flex the foot, cross it below the knee. Take the right hand, spread the fingers, pressing gently on the inner thigh to encourage a little more external rotation in the thigh bone, externally rotating in the hip socket. Tuck the tailbone, take a twist, moving to the right, pressing into the left shoulder. Turn and look to your left hand and hold. Deep breath. Bring the head center, draw the tailbone in, bring the legs center. Again, holding here, if you're feeling a nice stretch in your right outer hip, hold here. If you want to go deeper, reach the hands through to grab your left leg, externally rotate your right thigh in your right hip socket, and slowly bring your head to the floor. Now, if this is a little bit too challenging, just bring your hands back down. Your hands can be in a high V or a low V, pressing the shoulders. And you can hold that stretch here. 3 deep breaths. Release and put the right foot on the floor. Externally rotate the left thigh bone in the left hip socket, cross the ankle below the knee. Left hand presses gently to externally rotate a little more if possible. The hands again can be in this low V or this high V to get a little more stretch through the side waist. Tuck the tailbone and twist gently to the left. Turning to look to the right hand, keeping the shoulder flat on the floor. The top leg is gently pressing on the bottom leg to encourage a deeper stretch down the diagonal body through the hip and the IT band. 2 more slow, deep, rhythmic breaths. And come center, knees come center. Again, you can hold the stretch here on the floor, continuing to encourage this external rotation. Or you can go ahead and lift the leg up, holding the thigh bone, gently pulling in, shoulders down, head down. Right leg, the foot is relaxed. Left leg, the foot is energized. Just pulling in until you feel a nice stretch in your left hip. Deep breath. Let's uncross the leg. Hold both shins and pull them in toward the chest. So you're pressing down on the shin bones, pulling in, the knees moving toward the chest. Draw the shoulders down, tuck the chin, maybe reaching for your ankles or your feet if possible, curling into this deep spinal flexion. And then slowly right foot down, left foot down. We're going to take a stretching strap, place that on the left foot. You can keep this right knee bent and the left knee can stay bent, pushing through the heel, shoulders are down. We are working towards straightening this left leg, and even if it's straight and it has to be further away from you, that is fine. Just push the foot into the strap actively. Pull on the strap, push the hip into the floor, and slowly bring the leg in, keeping your hip grounded. So your left butt cheek is on the ground. This left thigh bone is moving down. The front of the thigh, squeeze it. The foot is neutral, the ankle is neutral, spread the toes, and push into the strap. And pull in until you feel a nice stretch. We can keep this knee straight or slightly bent. We're going to be cautious not to hyperextend our knee joint. And we're going to slowly and gently come in. You can slide the right leg out to deepen the stretch. Lift the head and make sure that right leg is lining up with your right hip. Deep breath. Stretching the hamstring. The hamstring muscle group right back here between the knee and the hip. When this muscle shortens, it bends your knee. And unfortunately for a lot of us, we sit during the day and we shorten that muscle, so it does get tight and we need to ease into this stretch. Go ahead and bend the right leg and let the right knee open to the side. Take the strap in the left hand, take the right hand on the right hip and open the left leg to the side to move into a stretch for the adductors. Push into the strap, just go as wide as you comfortably can. Listening for that breath. Pushing into the heel of the foot. As you come up, we're going to let this right knee drop in and we're going to cross the left leg over, switching hands. Turn in, so the knee and the toe internally rotates and we're going to pull toward the shoulder. Giving ourselves a little stretch on the outer hip and IT band. Bring it back to the center. Take that strap off, and we're going to switch to the other leg. Pushing up through the heel, pushing down through the hip, firming the quadricep. We're contracting the front of the leg, the quadricep muscle groups to stretch the back of the leg, the hamstring. Roll the shoulders down. Push into the strap. Again, if you need to go further away, you can hold it here. If you need to bend the knee, you can do that too. But we're eventually going to work to straighten the leg and to have good flexibility. We want to have that leg straight and it's right over our hip joint. Anything beyond that is icing on the cake. Left leg can be bent, left leg can be straight. Just lift your head and make sure that left leg is moving toward the midline. And we're drawing in until we feel a nice, comfortable muscle tightness here in the hamstring muscle group. Generally holding these stretches for 3 to 5 deep, slow, rhythmic breaths. The relaxation response from the slow, deep breathing gives our muscles permission to also stretch and relax. Bend the left leg, let it open to the side. Take the right leg to the side. Pushing into the strap actively. Spread the toes, pull gently on the strap. Opening to your range that feels good on your adductors. Keep breathing. All right, let's bring this leg in nice and slow. Let your left leg drop across the midline. Let your right leg cross the midline. Switching hands, right hand to the floor, palm up, left hand is holding. Internally rotate and gently hold that stretch. It also helps to tuck your tailbone. Breathe. And this top leg can be bent, so if it's straight and it's very challenging, just go ahead and bend the knee and just keep pulling across the midline. Bring that back to the center, taking the strap off. Go ahead and put that strap over your head. Grab the back of your shirt and just pull it down, tuck your tailbone, slide your feet forward, big toes together. Bring your palms to the side, draw your shoulder blades down. Go ahead and stretch the arms overhead as you draw the abs in, tucking your tailbone, deep breath, reaching long through your body. So we're going to go ahead and bend this left leg. Take the left arm across and we're just going to roll over onto our belly. Roll the left shoulder open, reach for the left foot, let the forehead relax. Stretching the quadricep, front of the thigh, muscle group, quadricep muscle group. Push the foot into the hand, pull on the foot with the hand gently and maybe lift the knee. Keep your hips pressing down. Release that foot. Roll the right shoulder open, reach for the right foot. If you can't grab the foot, you might be able to grab your socks or your tights. You might not be able to go all the way down, so you can stay looking forward, or you can bring the head down. Try to line the knee up with the hip bone. If you need a bigger stretch, press down with the hip and lift up with the knee. Keep some resistance between the hand and the foot. Keep breathing. Release. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck your tailbone, push up. Bring your toes together, your knees open, tuck your tail and sit back. Hips toward heels, arms reaching forward. Head is releasing. Coming up to all fours. Toes go back, chest goes forward. Deep breath. Curling into a cat stretch, pressing into the hands, the knees, the tops of the feet. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, tucking and rounding. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, tucking and rounding, and again, keep the spine rounding, flexing, reaching back with the toes, tucking the tailbone, pulling in with the ribs, tucking the chin, reaching out with the hands, let the head release.